I hope you guys have made some HTML pages with your previous topics. So yeah, simple pages only, static pages. Okay, let's continue with our next topic. That must be our images. You guys have seen every HTML, every websites or any HTML pages or CSS must having images. Some images are there. So how we can put our images on our HTML page? How we can style them? What if our image is not loaded? What if our HTML page will not able to find our image? How we can handle that? So first topic will be that. So as HTML, why we need images? Images actually improve your design. Actually, it will appear on your HTML web pages, so it will look nice, right? So let's take live example only. We can open any site. Okay, just for example, if we open this only, our banking website. So there is some logo here, SBI logo, and there are some. This is something showing them as you know. It's like an image, but it's containing something link behind that we'll study later. It's like with images you are clear that you will able to understand the HTML page more easily and understandable. It will make your HTML page user friendly. Okay. Any other website if we want to open? Mm, So here you also see some images. Many images are there. So it will make your website more uh, beautiful. If we can say it will improve your appearance of the website. So how a website will make it will make through HTML pages only. So first topic is that only our. So how we can actually put images in our HTML page? There is specified syntax. For that we have to use this image tag, not full. We have to use img in Angular open and curly braces and close braces. So what is this? Actually, this is a tag we have studied earlier. The simple tag. It must have some attributes. From that only we can actually put our image here. So it's clearly you have seen there the attribute specified here is src. What src stand for? It's actually a source. Source is something like where they can actually find the image to load into your HTML page. It can be any URL. I hope you guys understand the what URL means. It URL stands for Uniform Resource Location, from where actually this image it get loaded into your HTML page. Okay, let's try one example. Guys, I have make okay for an time. I have just written small code only. But if you want, I can write the full from starting from the declaration and ending of the HTML tag. But saving the time, I just written this. Okay. For time being, we'll skip this and this also. I'm just saving this. We'll try to run this. I have done nothing. I just put the img tag and I have specified the name of the image with extension. From where it get loaded, I'll show you. In my that page only where I have put my HTML page, there only I have put my image. That's why I don't need to give the full location or full specified path. It's the relative path is automatically get loaded from that location only. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's rename this. Okay, and now refresh our page. It's gone because it's not able to identify. In our code we have clearly mentioned that image name will be image1.jpg, but we are trying to get image.jpg. We are having image.jpg, but we are trying to get image1.jpg. It will not get. If I rename this again with the image1 and refresh our page, it will get into your HTML page. But guys, sometimes, sometimes I'm saying, sometimes actually we need that our image might got deleted from the location we have mentioned, or somewhere we are actually not able to find the image. We have put the URL. Yeah, Anjali, I'll come to that. I'm just start. We have just started. I'll explain to you that also. No worries. So coming back. So if actually image is not getting loaded, let us suppose Anjali have asked the question. We'll do the same thing. We'll just remove the image from here. Okay, and put here only. Okay. Now image is not present there, right? So it will not get loaded. Okay. But if we want to get loaded, I'll explain you later. But coming to this, okay, just saving the same. Complete the example. I'm just doing that. So you have seen I have put two images tags, but in the first tag I have clearly mentioned I want image1.jpg and another one is image2. Image2 is not there. But if image2 is not there, what should HTML page in what should be there in our HTML page? There should be some meaningful text there. I have mentioned that in books too. If actually we need to mention like we refresh our page, it will show that image is not available. So what alt tag is doing and what stands for alt tag is nothing. It's like it's showing that the alternate attribute, alternate text for an image. If image for somehow for any reason our slow connection error or any wrong image name, then it will show your text on the replacement of the image. So it will display the value of alt attribute. Okay. Now coming to the question of Anjali, as she is saying, what if the image is not in the same folder? Okay. As I told you, I'll remove this image from here, put it here, and we want to access that. Okay. If I refresh my page, it will surely saying books one, right? So now actually we have to give this full path. Okay, let's refresh our page. Now it's get loaded. So I hope Anjali, you are now clear. What's your according to your question? So if you have images not in the same folder where your HTML page is, then you need to give the full specified path from where the HTML page get can get their images. So guys, now my question is like this is I am saying the static images, right? Let's go. We'll do one thing. We'll go for online image. Images of flowers. Okay. I'll take this. Sorry guys, I think so. I got disconnected by a mistake. Is it that we got disconnected, right? I think so. I got disconnected. Okay. I just refresh this. So you guys able to see the flower image? Yes, am I audible? So you guys are able to see this image. So what we have done, we have added flower one like good show. Okay, guys, this is a good thing. But actually, I want to tell you one thing. In when you go for a job or something, don't just use these images in your web design. So if you use and your website is live, having the copyright, then they will surely claim on your website, and you have to remove that image immediately. Either they will claim anything. Okay, okay, guys. Moving further. So image size and width and height you can actually set with the style tag. I have given the example here, and the same source code I have already opened for you guys. Here I am doing something different or same or same. Okay. Here I'm giving the width of the image is there 100% in a style tag in a head, and also giving the style in a here also. Let's see what happened. Okay, I'll just take the online URL. This is how this is happening. I have given this thing in our page. The image width would be 100%, but in the we are getting a different output for the same image because in your second image tag you have explicitly defining your style that the width would be 128px and height would be 128px, but for the first style this thing is running. If I do 50% here and save it, let's refresh it, it automatically reduce the width for the first image tag. So it totally depends on you how you want to make your image look like in your HTML page. Just you need to understand this, the source URL must be correct so that your image get loaded. If I remove this, there is no use of not stable. Yeah, today is not stable. So any doubt till now? So can we move further? Try these images with a different style of images. I have used only JPG format. You can use GIF also. You can use PNG format. Try to use that images and try to make some good HTML pages. Okay. So our next topic is our HTML table. So guys, as I earlier told you also that I can explain you only about how you can actually implement your the specific formats of how we can use them. But actually there are lots of tags and there's a lots of ways also to implement that. So you need to be self-sufficient. You need to be more focused towards the practice for this. Then only you can able to cop up. Okay, it's just a suggestion from my side. So next topic is HTML table. So as what is table? It's something like you are having rows, columns, right? In which you put some data and you can have a in a specific format. I can show you here also. I think so. Yeah, this is a table. If I put here right about so how we stuck. If you can, guys, give me one. Guys, from my side, everything is okay because I can see your chat also. Everyone is facing same issue. Videos keep buffering. Okay. So guys, just give me a second. Please be there. Don't go. I hope, guys, we will not face issue now. I don't know why this is happening. I got disconnected 2 times today. Might be they are hosting some more meetings at the same time. That's why we are facing the issue. So let's continue. Hello. So I'm saying I have show you the how actually table look like in a Word document only. But if we want to create this from HTML page, then we actually need some tags only. From tags only you can actually make the tables. So each table, we need to actually identify how we can make a table. So there is a tag, table tag only. So each table we need to have a rows and columns, and there must be some headings. So For creating a row, we need to have a TR tag, table row. Okay, and the TH tag stands for table heading. So to provide the headings to your HTML page, you need to have table headings, and by default, the table headings are bold and centered. If you want to change it, you can change it. And the what we actually call the columns, and in here we can actually call them the cells. We actually need to make through TD tag. Okay. So here's some simplest example. So I have already made some examples for you. So let's see. Okay. So I have done nothing. I have make guys. I'm skip, I'm going to skip that. I'm don't going to. I'm not. So I'm just coming to so table tag. I'm giving the width 50%. My first row will be my heading. My first name will be my first row will be my heading. All are will be in bold and centered. To create a row, now you have to be TR in a TR tag. You have to close the TR tag before starting your new row, else it will be in the same row. You have, are you able to see my screen? So let's run this example. Okay, guys. My uh, heading rows are in the bold enter, but my data is in the let's do 70. I think I need to talk with you. Gurukul team, his co-host is there. I'm facing so issue today.
Just wait for a minute. Hello. Because we are facing so much issue today. I'll talk to the team after the session. I don't know why we are got disconnected. I have seen my internet is completely fine. So I need to talk to them. So continuing our topic, I have made some changes. I have not refreshed my page because we got disconnected. So I have refreshed now. You have seen the width of the table is increased. From that only you can to our requirement. So let's do one thing. Let's do see another example. Here, okay, this is another example. Here, if we want to have, I don't know why Dilip we are getting lag because I can completely show you guys how fast. Yeah, we can provide a different style to each tag. As I already told you that you can provide attributes to them, so we can do that. So guys, I if you don't specify the border of the table, it will be displayed without like this only. We have not mentioned any border here, so it's showing we are not able to actually get it how it look like. Let's put this thing in our existing code. For that, we need to code something. Let's save it. Now you it look nice because we have a specified border for our table. For it's a one pixel border only, and I have made the solid, so that's why it's showing some solid format. So now it's look nice. So try to provide whenever you like trying to make the tables, please provide borders. So it will look appear in your HTML page with a proper format. Okay. So there are some properties we actually used with the table tag. With the table tag, we actually are having some call spans and cell spans are means with the cell spans or collapse border. Any idea, guys? Have you guys tried something? Let's replace our existing. I have just added one property and will refresh our page. So, have you guys seen the difference by adding just border collapse? There is a difference in an output. So that's an example for call span. Have we nothing? I'm just doing the same thing. Will run it. Then I'll explain you. Okay. Just to make it more nice, we'll add a border. Okay, guys. So if you can, guys, give me a minute, I can call a team and identify the issue if they are facing. Everyone is facing the same issue, or in our session only we are facing the same this issue. I'll call them. Just wait for a minute. Okay, guys, I have talked to them. They are continuing with our session because I have shown them that I am having a good internet connection. So actually, we have run our example already. So here you can see that name under there's only one column, but in the telephone we have divided our there is two columns under the same heading. All these things happening. Let's see in the code. We are actually using the call span. If I provide the here the call span 2, we can have if I can provide 3 here, it will merge a heading of the call span using call span there, and we need to increase the row here to have a look. Let's refresh our page. Okay, guys, the same thing you can have do in the row span also. Okay, guys, last our in this is adding a caption. So, what is the use of the caption? What will happen when we'll run the example? Our sorry guys, our caption here in the top of the table. After that, the normal table we have seen will be shown here only. The caption will be here. It will be must be it would be, or it must be your according to your table, so that everyone can be clear what actually table is about. I have seen the monthly saving in the January. I have seen the $100 for Sorry guys, I got a call from Gurukul team. They are saying something. So we are trying to rectify the issue. So after the class, we'll surely do that. So just I think so we need to speed up. We have just covered the two topics till now. And what was the question? What if we align your call and your call is just a tag? You can actually provide anything in a as you want. So we are ending with our table. So I am closing that. So now, guys, this is the most important, which you actually, guys, you are going to use the forms. Forms are actually nothing. Have you guys seen the forms whenever you're going to the bank or something? Or we actually do any logging, do any entry in opening account or something, you must fill a form, right? What actually form consists of? It consists of some type of blanks or something. You need to fill it out. Now, name, number, age, height, your gender, anything. Yeah, you need to fill that. But if we want to make open an account online, so how it will look like? It will look like we need to have these thing in your HTML page. So how this thing will be created? We need to create this thing with the form tag. Form is nothing. Form is also a tag only, but it consists of some elements through which you can actually make a form or have a good appearance in the your HTML page. So here is the syntax: starting tag of the form and the form elements will be there, and ending with the form. Like it's just like a simple, a normal tag only, but it will consist some elements through which you can actually do that. So what will be the elements will be there? There will be text fields. There will be checkbox. Checkbox are nothing we are actually having when we want to select multiple options. We can use checkbox. The radio buttons are will be there. Radio buttons like we can use in the gender, because gender can be only one. So it should contain it should have the multiple options, but we can select only one. And there are some buttons and many more will be there. So how this thing will be actually implemented in your form tag, in because these I have already told you there will be some elements, but how these elements will be implemented into a form tag. So we need to use the element input. It's also another tag, nothing. This is also nothing, but it's the most important element of the form tag. Why? Because through this only you can actually make a form. Okay, so form in it can be, input tag can have multiple attributes, or we can have I can say that many depending on the type of the attributes you actually show your make your form. And I'll show you one example here. Like this only, we have actually input type text. So it will show the one-liner text. Radio button, I have already explained you that for selecting one of many choices. The submit button will be to submit your form, and you want to perform some action on it. From this only, you can do that. We'll see the code in the further part. So for entering a text input, you need to do this thing. So input space type, and we need to tell them that type will be text. Okay, so I must have an example for you guys. Okay guys, let's run it. So focus here only for a time being, first name and the last name. What we have written, we have actually providing the same thing, and I'm giving the name to our input. Okay, just focus here. So in the form, under our form tag, this will be the label. It will be shown as it is, whatever you have written here. I'm breaking the line. If you don't want to break the line, don't write BR. I'm just breaking the line. And next, I'm providing the element, input element, in which it's having the attributes like type, and its value will be text. I'm giving the name, but now will not explain you why I am giving this name. But in the further classes, you will able to know why I am giving this name here. Further, I am giving breaking the line, doing the same thing in our last name. So output is showing here like this only. We can actually type here, but for a time being, it will do nothing because we don't have any submit button or we don't want to do anything. Whenever we refresh, it will go on. Okay. In our next form tag, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing the giving the values, but you need to see this, guys. I'm giving the input tag. For that, Kunal, we will do 2-3 things. Actually, we can use local storage also. We can use, we need to connect with the database. We need to see that how you want to store your data. If you want to have in a particular session, we can do through HTML also, but it will use JavaScript so we'll do it in a later sessions. So coming back to our radio button, let's see firstly, then I'll explain the code. Whenever I'm trying to select another thing, another got we can select only one at a time. So if we see in the code, I'm giving the 3 input elements with the type same radio. Name is also same, but value is different. And I have made the checked. If I remove this and save, let's refresh, none will be selected. But if I do the same thing, mail will be, by default it will be selected, but you can change it. But guys, when we submit this now, so how your code will identify what you have selected. The name will be same. You will identify through the gender, but whatever the user is selecting, you will get that value what you have mentioned in the value tag. Value attribute. Okay, guys. Any doubt regarding to radio button? Okay. Now coming to the submit button, I have submit button is actually to submitting your form data is to a form handler. What is form handler? Form handler is nothing. It will serve as a page to providing your input. Whatever you are providing the input, it will hand over to your next page. What actually you want to do with that data. Okay. For a time being, if you want me to do, will not able to do that because we are not doing the same thing. But I have example for you guys. Okay. So let's run it. Then I'll explain the code. Let's put some dummy data and we're providing submit. Okay. It's giving the error because it's not able to find the, I must change the value. Okay. Actually, I have changed the URL. So I'll give the new. Okay. Let's refresh it. Okay, so we are providing the same thing and we're providing submit. It will go to the form 1 because I have mentioned here when I provide your first name or when I'll click the submit, you have to perform some action. We need to give our action here, what you want to actually do. Okay. So I want to go to form 1 after clicking on submit button. So that's why it redirects me to the form 1 page. You can see here whatever we have mentioning in our action part, it's going there only. Further, when we are actually going to do that, in our websites or in our HTML pages. So we'll transfer the data to the next page. Like when we open an account, there are multiple pages we need to fill it out. So whenever we go back, it will not lose your data. So same thing we'll do that. For time being, I have redirect your page into the form one. So again, if you click here, whenever you submit here, it will go to the your whatever you action you want to provide. But when I'm clicking on the reset button, it resetting my data. Just I am putting the dummy data here. Whenever I reset, my all fields will be blank. So this is the functionality of the reset button. So there is clearly I have mentioned here the submit button, the type will be submit, and value, whatever you are providing the value here, it will be shown there. So, and the type reset, it will reset your whole data. Whatever the defaults value will be, whenever you click here, it will reset your data. If you don't provide the action, okay, just we'll do the live. Will not provide the action. It will do nothing. Okay. Sorry, I think so I have not saved it. Okay. So now we have saved it. When we are clicking it, it's not providing us. We are not going anywhere. Oh, guys, you have seen what we are writing here. When we clicking submit, it's actually showing in our URL because there is no action. So it's giving me the values I am putting here. So if I go back and putting the method post, I'm not giving the action, just giving the method post and refreshing the page and clicking on submit is still working the same. Why? Can anybody tell? Okay. No reply. So just reset my thing. Just working with the same field. If we do now, refreshing our page. Guys, you seen? Now I have removed the action part. I'm putting just posts there. Now I'm providing the data. It's not displaying me in the URL. So whenever you provide the get method, it will show your data. It's a security thing. It will show your data in your URL. But when we are providing the post method, it will not show data in your URL. It will secure your data. It will pass on the same way, but okay, we need to refresh this. Now it will not showing me in the URL. So post method is actually we are using so that our data is not showing in our URL. Nobody can read it. It directly pass on it from the backend. And whenever we are clicking on the reset, it's working as a reset button. So guys, one task is there. You need to have the form. You need to have the action, but you need to do two forms. One is with the get, one is with the post. And tomorrow you will guys tell me what's the actual difference you have seen and what are the major differences within the get and post you have seen, or you can actually study it from the internet and tell me. Okay, guys. So for a time being, I'm ending with the form, but when we are in the CSS, we'll surely do much more things in the forms because everything, because when we are going to use the login, when we are used to go in the more things, we are using the forms only. Okay. So now actually we have planned for you guys the canvas part. Okay, I have the responsive thing for you. Let's do one thing. Let's run that only. Guys, I'm showing you the one example, but I'll explain this thing or later, because if I explain you now, you will not able to understand. Might some students can catch up, but some students will not catch up. So viewport, we when we want to make our website more responsive now, we will have this meta tag in our HTML. So with the name viewport, content I have mentioned width equals to device width. According to my device width, please adjust your content. The initial scale is 1.0. What is actually meant? I'll explain in the later lectures, but I'll show you one thing. Have you guys seen? I have reduced the size automatically. My font adjust and size is reduced. I reduce more. It's automatically reduce their size. But we have mentioned in when we maximize, the hello world is actually maximizing according to the size of the width size of the device. But if you open this page in a mobile, it's automatically adjust their size according to the device width. I have made this example, but I'll explain the viewport, what actually content meant of what how we are going to set this. This will be I'll explain when we are actually in the JavaScript part. I think so that there I can explain you. I have given the VW here. So what is VW? Are you able to see my screen, right? So in the style, in the font size, I have given a 10 VW. We are till now giving the px pixels. We're not giving any units. They're picking up the default. What is VW? Sahid, might you can tell. No response. Okay, guys. Sahid, but you must have the knowledge about px, right? You can tell me pixels, right? Pixels is fine, but what is pixels? What is actually meant of? How HTML can identify what px means? What is VW means? Guys, these are the units. These are the actually units of our what we can say that it's actually using we are using the CSS. I'll show you one example. Online only. We can go to online. I have not mean the CSS units. So here also you can see what actually px means pixels only, but what actually VW means is the relative width of the viewport. Whenever we are using a viewport, we need to give this VW because it's actually having the width 1% of the width of the viewport. But we are giving 10, it will have the 10% of the view. That's why we are giving VW whenever we are using a viewport. So we need to use VW. When we want to have a height, we'll use the VH. Okay. Okay, guys. So guys, whenever you see the different thing in an example, now do ask me, because it will help you guys. I know it's very written in a small fonts, but if you guys able to see or identify anything differently, you can ask me. So these are the units. There are many. So you guys can have this. You can guys have this one time look here, so you are able to identify what units we can use, and in which browser actually support that, because VW is only supported after the 20th version of the Chrome. If you are using before the 20th version of the Chrome, you will not able to see VW, but actually it will not provide you the correct output. Okay, so we have covered till now tables, forms. We have skipped links now. Okay, we have also covered links. Okay, we need to create immediately. I have not. Okay, let's create it now. As I'm going to have a live example for you, because I have forgot to make that. Okay, guys, let's try to run that. Are you able to see? Is in underlined and it's automatically clickable. When we are providing the hover there, it's for me clickable. When I click there, okay, it's not doing this thing. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. No, that's not the case. I'll explain you later. For a time being, we'll do that. We'll okay. Now it's good. It's working. Like I have redirect to the form page, right? So if you want to make on a URL, we need to have a proper URL. I have just mentioned the www.google.com, but it's not working. But actually we need to make HTTP call there. So for time being, I have shown you how a link will work. So there is a tag name and having the href, the reference link, hyperlink reference. So we need to give the reference here on which by clicking on after the text, then the text will be clickable, and we need to identify that how it will where we want to actually redirect that. So when I am clicking here, it redirecting to the next what we have actually mentioned there. And if you want me to try the HTTP, let's try that. Sorry. Okay. Sahil is telling me one thing. Can you guys tell me, should we do that, or what actually we need to do that for that? I know it's not a self-closing tag, and I'm not closing that, right? So guys, now we are able to move towards google.com. Coming to Sahil's question, I'm not explicitly closing the tag, right? Still it working. How? Have you guys done your task? I have asked you to do that. Yesterday I have asked you to try with the without closing a tag. Just do try to run that. Have you guys tried? Sahil, have you tried that? Dilip? So what's the output? I know you are not. So how it's working? You come up with the. Have you searched for that? How it's working? You're not explicitly closing the tag, but it's working fine. Tag, but it's working fine for you and it is giving you the correct output. Right now, also we am not closing the A tag, but it's working fine. Vivek, you have done, I think so, you have done, Dilip has done, still works. But how? Why? So, guys, please tell me tomorrow that how and why it's actually working. Because this is the yesterday's task. So, I'm giving you one more day. Research, Dilip, research. You can put anything on a Google, it will give you the answer. But if you don't get it, I'll surely tell you. Okay. Vic, I can give you right now example, but I don't want to because it will clear a doubt. I want you to do that. Just giving you the one scenario. Just start a P, write anything, don't close it, start another tag, and then don't close it and start another P. And let me know the output. So sorry for which? Yeah. I can use anchor tag. Actually, I'm thinking to write some text also, but after that I dropped that idea. We can do the direct A tag also. There's no issue. We can directly use in a body. I'm just asking, what if we am not explicitly closing the tag? Okay, guys, tomorrow you can do that. Actually, I have planned to done the canvas part today only, but due to this lagging and disconnection again and again, I'm not able to cover that because I want to explain this code. I can show you the document, this small document only, but this part is really interesting. So we'll cover it tomorrow. So now I am open for yesterday's doubt or anything you want to ask for 10 minutes. We are having participants now. Hello guys. No doubts. Sure, Govardhan. So guys, any doubts, please tell me. We have 10 minutes. After that, we actually have a call with your team. Why not? Okay. Sorry, Vivek, I'm not able to understand what actually you're saying. Dilip, what's your doubt? Oh, that's you need to tell me, guys. Dilip, what's your question is? You need to tell me. Try it. If you don't get it, I will surely let you know tomorrow. Because if you don't try it, I can tell you it might be you got forgot. But if you try it, you got the solution. It will be easier for to you to remember that because you have tried it. And today, yeah, Amit, I have asked the team to provide you the videos. They're telling me they will surely going to provide that. And the you're asking me about the PPTs. If you want me to make PPTs, I can make PPTs, but I really want you to have these documents and examples only. So I asked them to share with you. They're identifying the platform where they want to share. It's not in my hand. Sahil, in yesterday's session, we have the aligning a text in a p tag only. So we had aligned that text, but I know you are asking for the specific position, right? Am I right? Okay. Have you tried this? Because I have already explained you the align part, but have you tried this? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can position your text. There is no issue. Actually, this is the part of our today's lecture. You are going to see the how you can actually do that, positioning your text in a specific position. No, no, no. By using table is not the way actually. You will know you do, but how you will decide the padding, Vivek? Then you need to hit and trial methods. Yeah, yeah. I want text here, but I need to increase the padding. I need to decrease the padding. And this is our topic. It actually Sahil will do through Canvas. I'll show you tomorrow. If you want me to show one example, maybe I can. Okay, this is another thing. Okay, I'll show you tomorrow only, guys. No issues. Because I don't want to have this. Sahil, this can be done by Canvas. Okay, guys. For tomorrow's task, the same task is there. You need to make some HTML pages from today's topic. I know we have covered very less topic today because due to some internet connection problem. And second task is that yeah, table forms. What else we have covered? Images, links, submit buttons, and everything. You need to do that. And second task is that you guys need to tell me. But if we don't explicitly close the tag. And third thing, from our previous lecture, from our today's lecture, you need to make one HTML page as day two. Whatever you make in the previous day, name as day one, and from day two, make day two HTML page. In that, all the topics should be covered in a one HTML page. And style will surely cover Canvas first part tomorrow. Okay, guys, I have a call with your team. Sorry, Gurukul team to identify the issue. I'll join that call. So I'm done for today. Guys, I have one question for you. Just one question. I'm not sure you are fine with that. I have not asked your Gurukul team also. Whether should I ask you or not? I'm asking you directly. That can we have this session in the morning? If you want, because I'm free in the morning. In the evening, I need to rush from my office. At the earliest, you guys can manage. I can wake up. I wake up at 6. But I want everyone's consent, because I don't want to be like everyone is not comfortable with the morning sessions, because I don't want to take 2 sessions. So I'm thinking about the 7:30 to 9:30. If you guys are okay, because I'm thinking this time everyone is hosting, that's why maybe we are facing the issue. Okay, guys, I'll ask in the group. Please reply there. Okay, Star Khan is not fine. Okay. Dude, we are in the June. Okay. No, I'm not asking immediately. We'll continue a week in this way. But if everyone is not fine, we are not able to do that, guys. So we need everyone's consent. Okay, guys, I'm done for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Leaving for good night. Leaving for my today's day, today's lecture.